What is going on, everybody? And my goodness, what a frustrating way to have a season. And I cannot believe the calls from home plate umpire Rob. Absolutely absurd what we saw in the most crucial game of the season. This was. I am stunned, you guys. I did not see this happening right now. I really thought we were going to be advancing, and we were fighting back in this game. And this is as bad. This is as bad as it gets when you're talking about the umpire having a factor in the game. I mean, look, I get it. We had chances in this game. We could have played more runs, and but look, 4 costly strike 3 calls. This can't. These things can't happen. You need to have the best umpires calling the most crucial games of the year. How is everyone doing? We are going to break this down. We're going to be bringing Hum Baby Baseball on Eric to get his thoughts. And, we had a great year. It was a fun season. We were in it all the way until the very end. We exceeded expectations, and, I'm going to get to some comments here. Welcome, everyone. I cannot believe our season being robbed from us. We got Tyler Burbeck in the house. We got robbed. You're right. This is not how you want the season to end, and your season to you feel like, you just feel this is horrible. It's a horrible feeling to have your season be over, in the way that it was for us. We got Katen Tickler in the house. I got a Brewers fan here, so congratulations on making the postseason here. We are trying to hang in there. We got Nick Alker in the house, umpire. Yeah, so umpire Rob Drake. What was that call? It says Cooked Media. Shake my head. This is worse than torture. Says Punk Guy 14 in the house. I agree with you. I'm still trying to come up with the words right now. To be sitting here. I was thinking, I was hoping we were going to be celebrating you guys. We're going to be having the most fun post game of the year, and now obviously we're reflecting back on what a season it was, and just in this game, Smiley gave us 5 innings. He allowed a couple of runs, and in the 7th inning it was for us in this game. Allowing those 3 runs. Harlan Garcia and Logan Webb pitched that inning, and those guys have been great for us this year, especially Harlan Garcia and what he's done out of the bullpen. And it's just unfortunate he gets roughed up today. And then I love our offense coming back, but to have this game and the calls from that umpire, so many opportunities that. Yeah, and we still were able to almost come away and win this despite all of those calls that mounted against us in this game. Let's see, got Ashley Twender in the house. How are you doing? How is everyone doing here? We're going to be breaking this down and getting Hum Baby Baseball's thoughts shortly here and breaking down. And we're reflecting, on the season, and just we were in it all the way until game number 60. Before the season, if you would have said this is how we would have been in it on the last day, we would have took it and took our chances. Got Brandon Solis in the house. Sucks about the tiebreaker rules too. We had the 2 best teams in the National League in our division. Oh well, hope the Brewers do well. Yeah, you make a great point, Brandon. I didn't even think about the fact that if we're in another division, because you had the 1st and 2nd place teams, get into the playoffs there. We would have been if it would have been another division, but with where we are, this is what happens, and yeah, this is it's tough. Giants got cheated, says Victor Delaplane. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong there, but yeah, I agree with you. This was Rob Drake, 4 blown calls. I can get maybe 1 or 2, but look, he was doing it for both sides today. It was just ridiculous. I just cannot believe what we saw this afternoon. Giants went, let's see. So we got Joshua Peppers. Giants went 3-4 during the most important week since 2016. Yeah, when you're looking at it, we still were playing great, even despite all the games that got away from us. The game 2 nights ago. Yeah, there's so many games when you miss the playoffs by 1 game, and you look at, we led the league in heartbreakers this year. No one endured as much heartbreak as what we went through in this season. And, we were still right there and had a chance to come out on top. Cookie Chris says Kapler's fault. I don't think this wasn't, Kapler's fault in this case. We went with Harlan Garcia in the 7th inning there. He's been lights out all year. Unfortunately, he struggles, and Webb as well. And yeah, so it's easy to when we're in our emotions. It's easy to want to put the blame on someone, whether that's the umpire or decisions made by the manager or by Kapler. But when it comes down to it, it's just unfortunate, to lose and have those calls go against us, and to this game. It's tough. We got Boys in Blue Guerrera in the house. Sucks for you guys as a Dodgers fan. I'm glad y'all didn't make it, but as baseball, it sucks. Would have been great to have LA versus San Francisco postseason matchup. Right there with you. I was really, hoping we were going to get to see that this year, and we were so close to having that be a reality. And so hopefully that happens in the next couple of years. And yeah, best of luck in the postseason. And as Giants fans, going to be heavily rooting against the Dodgers to not win it. But yeah, so love the rivalry. So much respect always. Got Zendava in the house. Giants forever, baby. That is right. This is another tough way that we're exiting our season. The last 2 times now. You go back to 2016. Obviously in that game, circumstances were, a little bit different in that case, because back then, we had a lead 5-2 in the 9th inning in 2016, and our bullpen gives it up. And then now our season ends today in the way that it did. So this is tough. We obviously go, we're going to bounce back. This team is going to be right in it, and it's going to be a fun team, next season. And I cannot wait. And we're going to have to be patient until we get to next year. And we, cannot wait to have spring training. And we're counting down the days already now. And we'll enjoy the postseason. But, the playoffs, they're not going to be the same, as if we were in it. But as we love baseball, we're going to enjoy the playoffs. But, it just sucks that, we came so close. It's, now we're faced with this reality. Got a Cook Media. Crazy to think the Bay Bridge series mistake actually cost them the season. You can go to a number of games this year, a number of games that we should have won and could have easily had. And so when you miss the playoffs by 1 game, you can, there's so many games this year that you can go to. And that was just what was tough about this season is, having, all these heartbreaking losses, and with the way the Giants, they were so resilient, responding and doing what they needed to do. And so you were hoping that these losses weren't going to cost us at the end of the year. And here we are now. And as we're reflecting, it's something to consider. So, Yeah, I apologize, everyone, if I don't get to everyone's comments here. Again, thank you so much for joining us and breaking down the show. And we are going to bring on Eric, the legend, Hum Baby Baseball, to get his thoughts on this one and to bring him on to the show. And here he is, Eric. How are you doing, my friend? Just a tough one today. And yeah, I just yeah, I'm still trying to come up with the words right now to reflect on everything in the season. But how are you feeling?
All in all, I mean, we stayed in the playoff hunt all the way through every single game, which was an accomplishment itself. We came out, we came up, we were able to make a comeback there. You know, people were thinking at 5-1 in my chat on play-by-play. People were like, it's over, forget it, go home. And it was not over. We came back, made it 5-4, and did everything we could. I feel like the bat was taken out of our hands several times in that game. I thought that home plate umpire was atrocious. I thought it was one of the worst umpires I've ever seen in my life. So I know that we don't know what would have happened if he called a better zone. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered, but I'm really angry about that, and it's going to take me a long time to get over it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. You know, I'm angry, frustrated right now because, yeah, you know, the bat was taken out of our hands, the most crucial game of the year. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 calls, it was 4 calls. And most of them were in critical situations, you know, runners on. And yeah, they were just rally killing situations and late in the game as well. And yeah, you're right. It's going to take a while to move on from this because, yeah, you know, like you said, you don't know how the game's going to go if he calls a good zone. But still, to have it be like this, and this is how, yeah, our season basically ends, and you feel like the umpire had played a significant role, you know, in the outcome of the game. Yeah, it's horrible, and the fact that it happens to us, yeah, I'm just, yeah, I'm, you know, you're right. We had a great season, and so ultimately, as you know, the days goes on, you know, we're gonna think back to the great memories that we had this year, and you know, the fun ride it was throughout the season. Yeah, you know, we were 8-16 at one point, and looked like, yeah, that it was going to be a forgotten season. And then out of nowhere, we go on rally the 7-game winning streak, and then we start really playing complete baseball, and we really get excited. And yeah, you know, so it was a fabulous season, a lot of fun, you know, a lot of excitement. It's just, you know, the worst way that this season could have ended, you know, and you know,
we would have just lost. We would have just lost, and it would have been a good call. I'd been okay. We'd have been coming here. You know what? It was a great season. It didn't work out. But to lose like that, you know, it just makes it just so much worse.
Yeah, you're right. It does. And yeah, so I'm going to get to some more comments here. So welcome, everyone. Yeah, Rob Drake. Yeah, it just, you know, and I feel all the emotions the players were showing. Dubon, you even had Longoria, a guy that doesn't show emotion that often, and he is showing a little bit of emotion in the game today. So yeah, this is 4 or 5 times it just was horrible today. I got Trin G in the house saying Bauer to Giants. So yeah, you know, I would love to see that potentially happen in the off season. And yeah, you know, now that the season's over, you know, it's gonna be exciting when we start thinking about the possibilities of how the Giants are going to look in 2021. And so we got Rob Iman in the house. Welcome to the show, Hum Baby Baseball, AOLoween. I'm not sure what that means, but again, welcome to the show.
I don't have AOL anymore.
Oh, AOL. Oh, the internet. Maybe something with the internet connection, I think. So yeah, so let's see. Gonna get to, again, welcome everyone. So glad to have you guys here, and thank you for joining us to, yeah, help us hang in there. And yeah, this is we really were hoping we were going to be celebrating on the post game, and yeah, you know, now so let's see. Drake should have to explain himself. I mean, it was just that bad. This was just really bad. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Zendava, and just watching this unfold. I mean, I'm yelling at the TV in my house. I'm screaming. I mean, yeah, because it's like just horrible calls, you know, and I just cannot believe that this happened in the last game of the year. Giants should let in as a reward for umps and awful calls. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just inexplicable the things we saw with this. Let's see, Teal Town USA in the house. Welcome to the show. What's the most important position to improve? Closer, bats. Yeah, that's a great question. And so what I think, I think closer, I'm gonna say, is definitely, a top position that we got to address, and we got to find out who's gonna be, a bona fide closer or not. I mean, or just a guy that can come in there the 7th, 8th inning and just be electric and deal, and can potentially work his way to be a closer, or maybe we go out and sign somebody. I'm not sure like who's going to be available. And bat wise, we're looking pretty good offensively. I think we had such a great year with how everyone performed. So yeah, Eric, what are some of your thoughts on what do you think? I mean, initially, I know we're still kind of thinking about the season, but what we might try to improve in the offseason.
Yeah, and obviously, though, I mean, if we just look at what went wrong this year, even though the bullpen was solid quite a bit, yeah, it's definitely a lack of somebody who can just go in there and shut this freaking game down when we need it. Obviously, Gott wasn't the guy. Gott has good stuff, but he wasn't the guy to be the closer. Obviously, it wasn't Rogers. He couldn't get it done when we needed him to. And then even lately, when we had Coonrod, who has great stuff, he's 100 miles an hour, he couldn't get it done when it counted. So we need somebody who can go in there and get it done. Obviously, there's going to be occasional blown saves, but we need someone who's going to be consistent and can go in there, and when he comes in the 9th inning, we can feel like, okay, it's a wrap, instead of stressing out and pulling our hairs out because we know that it's going to get blown.
Yeah, you're right. Because, so many time and time again this year, games being blown away, and you never had that sense of comfort, going into a 9th inning that, look, we got this game in the bag. And many times this year, we saw leads just evaporate, and not just, 1 or 2 run leads. I mean, we're talking 4, 5 run leads. And it doesn't get any more frustrating than that. So we really have got to, address that area. And I know that we went out and when we got Melanson and we're trying to address that area, that signing obviously, didn't work out at all. So, I still think if we find the right guy, I think it'll work out. So we'll see, what Zaidi has in mind when we get out to the open market. Colton, Stello, so not congratulations. I'm not sure who you're rooting for, but if you're in the playoffs, best of luck. It's going to be a fun postseason. We'll see how it goes. Got Jordan and Gasto. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. For next year, we're going to be right back at it next year. Cannot wait. Got El Cortos 14-14 in the house. Harlan Garcia needs to be closer. I think Garcia could be a guy that could work his way into that position. And I know today he struggled in the biggest game of the year, and it's just unfortunate that happens. But overall, you look at how he performed this year, it was. I mean, I think 0-something ERA. So this guy it has got great stuff. What did you? What are some of your thoughts, Eric, on what you saw from Garcia this year?
Yeah, obviously he's putting up zeros all year. Took forever to give up a run, but we didn't really get to see him a lot in critical situations like today, and it didn't really do great today. So I don't know. It was a great pickup. We got him on waivers from the Marlins. He's been good for us, and there's been a few arms in there that have been decent. Like I said, I mean, we asked about the biggest need. So then Don makes a great point. Also, someone in the rotation, even though the rotation was decent this year, could definitely use like an ace type starter. We don't really have that name in there that's going to be an all-star. So definitely we need work all around. Even though I think our offense was our strongest point, so we definitely need help. But Harlan Garcia, if we weren't going to sign anyone else, he definitely would be next in line to try to close some games out. I think Harlan Garcia and we got a few guys. Like I said, bullpen was solid. Can't complain, but we just lacked like guys that will step it up when we needed to. So but I love Harlan. He's awesome.
Yeah, you're right, and you put it so great there, because you're right. This year, the bullpen, they were solid for most of the year. A lot of young guys performed well, but for the most part, those big situations, we just couldn't get over the hump more often than not. And so, yeah, that would be big to have those guys that can, just get it done. And yeah, you're right. I think I agree with you. The offense, I think, was indeed our strongest point this year. And it is what I think, could allow us, we'll see what we try to do in the free agent market. But, so many guys perform really well. And even the veterans also, Crawford, Bell, Longoria. I mean, those guys had tremendous seasons, and, who knows what they would have done over 162. And then, Joey Bart, of course, made his debut this year. Mauricio Dubon, we got to see him continue his development this year. And then Yashkrinsky, what a fabulous year it was. And, congratulations to Yaz on getting the Willie Mack Award, and cannot wait to see him next year. So, yeah, it's going to be so much fun when we see these guys come back next season. And, yeah, offensively, I think we're just going to keep getting better here. It is going to be absolutely awesome. And let's see, going to get to Teal Town says, what streaming program do you use? So, yeah, I use StreamYard. And, yeah, Eric actually referred it to me. So I've been using it, and I like it a lot. Yeah, I never knew you can kind of expand your streams to, be able to have, like the backgrounds and, the box score. So I've been really happy with, learning and doing the streaming. It's been so much fun this year streaming with Eric and all of you guys. And, I've had a blast, and wish we were still going to be playing more baseball. But, we had a fun year and came so close to your series. So got Thomas in the house. Welcome. Got Stephen K in the house. Welcome to the show. Giants tried their best and overachieved. Should have traded Bumgarner. Didn't. Got nothing. Should trade Cueto and rebuild. Yeah, I mean, with Bumgarner, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we gave him a qualifying offer. So I think we did get some draft compensation when he did leave. And so, at least we got something. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think it made sense at the time, to trade him at the deadline. I think, Zaidi, like what Zaidi said this year, is that, he wasn't going to essentially make trades, just to make a trade. It had to be something that made sense. But, yeah, great perspective. Appreciate it. And Cueto, we'll see if someone could take Cueto's contract. And, that's, I think, the big thing. But, rebuild, I think we're not necessarily in the situation now. I mean, I think we've kind of getting past that point, which is exciting. I mean, this Giants team is, how much we've progressed. We've got Ipum Cake in the house saying rooting for the A's. So, see, we got, best of luck to the A's, from California, of course. And so we'll see how the playoffs are going to go. Just glad we had baseball this year. I don't know what I would have done if we had no baseball. Right there with you, Zindava. Wish we, of course, could have had 162. But, thank goodness we at least had 60. And, those 60 games for the Giants, initially, it was so exciting and so much fun. And, we were teased to the utmost this whole year because, so many times we came so close. But, what's good is that we're going to be able to carry that momentum that we built from this season and the success. And, we're going to be able to carry it into next year. So got Victor saying, Victor Delaplane saying, who are you guys rooting for? Yeah, great question. I think initially, I'm just hoping the Dodgers don't win. And the Padres, they're in our division. So, I'm going to go again. Yeah. I mean, if they win, good for them. They would deserve it. But rooting against the A's. What about you, Eric? Any thoughts about who you might be going for?
Well, I'm going to go with my preseason predictions. So at least, which was the Reds and the Yankees in the World Series. Obviously, the Reds barely snuck in, so they're a wild card team, but I'm going to stick with my original predictions. That way, if the Reds do win, and I don't want to change it and then be like, no, I picked the Reds, and people say, no, you didn't pick the Reds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to stick with my pick preseason. Now that the Giants are not in, I'm going to go with the Reds winning it against the Yankees in the World Series. That was my preseason pick, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to root for the Reds. Let's go Reds.
Nice. And yeah, I love it because yeah, you're right. People can be like, yeah, you weren't rooting for, or I mean, you didn't say that team was gonna go all the way. So yeah, I think that was great prediction
Yeah.
too, because going into the year, the Reds, yeah, they were stacked, and they barely sneak in, and so we'll see what they can do. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be putting a video out with my predictions. So I'll let you. We'll get a video out to let you guys know who I think will win it all. And yeah, I think it'll be fun to do some predictions, and so it's going to be awesome. So again, welcome everyone to the show. Again, I apologize if I missed some of your comments. Appreciate everyone checking into the show today. Reyes Maranta will be our closer next year, says Jordan. Yeah, I mean, Maranta, he can definitely do it. So I think, like we said, Harlan Garcia is probably next up, on the list of guys that, will give a chance. Because, we saw like Eric was saying, and we talked about Gott, couldn't get it done this year. Coonrod, we gave a chance to, and he did well a couple times, but then, just really couldn't get the job done. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to take one of these young guys to, again, step it up and prove that, hey, I can get the job done. And so, yeah, I think Maranta it can definitely do it. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be awesome. I'll be rooting for the Blue Jays. Excited to see how they do. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. We'll see what happens. Yes, we really did, friend. So Dodgers have announced Walker Buehler will start Game 1 versus Brandon Woodruff. So yeah, let's go Brewers in that matchup, and it's going to be awesome. Hopefully they shock the Dodgers, and yeah, it's going to be great to have playoff baseball back. And yeah, just wish we were, of course, playing it still. And it's tough. But so I think the Yankees are very strong. I picked them to come out of the American League. Yeah, that is a great prediction. Yeah, I think definitely they were definitely in my mind up there as, before this year, a team that had the firepower to go to the World Series. And yeah, I mean, I was thinking before the year, just okay, as long as anyone can prevent the Dodgers from taking the title. So, I was thinking, yeah, there's some good teams in the American League. And so, yeah, it's going to be awesome. Factor Fiction, Rob Iman says Rockies fire Bud Black. Yeah, I mean, it could very well happen. Rockies, I think you would have to say underperformed this year. I think going into this season, everyone had us finishing last. And, so again, for us to be in it on the final day of the season and to finish third place, we had a tremendous year. And so, yeah, I think Rockies, will they let him go? Maybe not. But, yeah, that's a great, possibility. So thank you for that, Rob. Zendava says Dodgers, Yankees in the World Series. Yeah, it definitely could happen. And that would be a weird one because, obviously not liking the Yankees or Dodgers, but as we know, we would definitely be taking the Yankees if that was the matchup. So, yeah, I think with this postseason, I just hope a lot of the teams that, again, as Giants fans that we love to root against, I'm just hoping that, for our sake as Giants fans that they don't win, but for everyone else, best of luck. And, may the best team win it at the very end. And, yeah, as today it was tough with the calls. Yankees aren't as good as how they played recently, and they didn't even win their division. So, yeah, Yankees this year, I think they were expected to be kind of like a firepower team, like you saw the Dodgers be, and just be a complete team all year. And yeah, Yankees did kind of hit some rough spots this year. I didn't, again, watch a whole lot of Yankees games, but yeah, so it's going to be fun to see what's going to happen this year in the playoffs. Brewers aren't going to do anything. Such a waste of the spot, says Rebel 444. Yeah, I'm right there with you. And I don't even think I feel like, yeah, we were, again, cheated out or robbed of a, the playoff spot. When you're talking about those blown calls, I definitely think we would have definitely had, I think, a better chance of upsetting the Dodgers than, say, the Brewers. But yeah, best of luck, to the Brewers. And again, we're rooting for you to knock the Dodgers out. Top of my head 9 says Giants should file a complaint against Rob Drake. Robbed us from being in the playoffs. And yeah, I don't even know what there is that you can do, and that's what's tough because as we know, it's not like we can, be able to replay the game and or anything like that. So it's tough because, no matter what type of, if there's any, again, I don't think even if the Giants did say something to MLB, I don't know what much there would be. But yeah, what do you think, Eric? I mean, I don't think it's
all we can do is make noise.
We're gonna
complain. All we can do is complain. All we can do is make videos and say what the hell, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna try and find all the clips and my play-by-play and all the video and compile a compilation of that crap. And we have to complain until there's accountability. Even MLB players have been complaining. They've been saying, dude, these got no accountability. I can't remember who it was a couple weeks ago maybe, but there was an MLB player who was saying, dude, these guys got no accountability. Hopefully Austin Slater says something because this is terrible. And like I said, I'm not saying he's the only one to blame. Obviously, the bullpen blew a bunch of games that second game of the doubleheader. We blew a lot of games this year, but we were in it in this last game, and we needed to win this game. We lost by 1 run, and we got the bat taken out of our hands 3, maybe 4 times or more by this terrible umpire because those are not strikes. And anybody who either he is blind and he thinks those are strikes, or he's intentionally calling balls strikes. Either way, that's not a major league umpire. And why, when players suck, they get demoted, they go back to the minor leagues. How come when umpires suck, they stay in the big leagues? The big leagues are supposed to be the best of the best. So if you're the best of the best, then you need to play and perform like the best of the best. Otherwise, I'm not saying they need to get fired and lose their job, but send them to AAA so they can work on their craft.
Okay, I think you glitched out for a sec. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
Did everybody hear that? I just went on a big rant.
I think we got most of the rant. I think just the last 15 seconds glitched out.
I was saying if players suck, they get sent to AAA. They get sent to the minor leagues. I think an umpire should have that same accountability. If you're going to be in the major leagues, you need to perform like a major leaguer. And if you're not, then you go sent down to the minor leagues and work on your craft until you get it better and bring someone else up and see if they do better. Because if you suck, then you're not big league qualified. And those are not strikes. And those can't be called strikes because you just ruined the game for the Giants and you're ruining the integrity of the season.
You're right. Man, you said it so accurately, Eric, and I appreciate you, saying that because you're totally right. And the integrity of this season, it's having a game completely taken away almost from us, essentially. And you're right; they should be held accountable to the same exact standards. If they should have some type of, I don't know, a way to track how many bad calls do they make, And if if there's some type of pattern that they can see with these guys, then you should have the most. In fact, I don't know. That way you can have the best of the best umpires calling the games. And, I would hope that that's how they do the postseason scheduling of umpires. But because at this point, now we're never going to know what this Giants team would have did if they would have been in the playoffs. And you're right, that is messing with the integrity of this season. And what we saw today, it was just ridiculous. We haven't seen something as bad as this all year. I mean, many blown calls. And you're right. And I think Austin Slater, it happened twice to him. So I feel so much for Austin Slater, and you're right. I hope he says something because you're right. When players get demoted when they don't perform, and if these umpires are costing them at bats, and it's just horrible. And so, I can't wait to see, when you get that video out tomorrow, it's going to be an epic rant, and it's what needs to be said. This is if this can't. It's almost unexplainable, just for us to be sitting here talking about umpires.
It was with 3 balls, and he would call it with a full count, meaning you just took a guy off first base and put him in the dugout and gave us an extra out. You know how much of a rally killer that is?
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. It's and so many rallies too. We had the 7th, the 8th, and then the 9th as well. And yeah, like you said earlier, it's going to take some time to get over this because, again, if this would have been a game that, yeah, we just didn't play well and we lost, yeah, we would, like we said, we'd, yeah, still be content. Yeah, great season, everything. But right now you're just heated and frustrated, feeling all the emotions. And yeah, and, something I was saying, earlier was, yeah, now this is the second time in, the last 2 trips that we've been eliminated essentially from playoffs, that our season ends in just crushing fashion. But I feel like this one, this one right now just hurts more in the sense that, because the game was taken out of our hands and, we'll never know what could have happened or what, but Yaz was the MVP of the Giants this year. Zendava says, yes, Yaz was so spectacular. And, there's so many guys that, you could go with for MVP, on this Giants team. Donnie Barrels, you can go Brandon Bell, and Longoria, having a great year. So, yeah, I mean, so many guys that just had spectacular seasons. And that's what you just love about how awesome this Giants team was offensively. That 3, 4, 5 guys, essentially could have won the MVP for the year. Jimmy Chen says Flores got one more year. Yeah, that is the most amazing signing, that we could have made. Signing Flores for 2 years and $6.15 million. And today, I loved it. The game on, the other day, Flores comes up with a big. I mean, he's been doing it all year with 2 out hits, but especially in this Padres series, Flores was the man. When we needed him to step up, he came through. The other game, he got us within 1 run with a 2-out RBI single, and then today gets the home run there in the 8th inning to draw us within a run. So Flores, just a spectacular signing, and I think he definitely exceeded expectations for. I think we knew Flores was going to be pretty good, but to do what he did, and I think he had 8 home runs with 2 strikes. What are some of the names, Erica, that you were really impressed with this year that you feel like really? Oh, I was saying, like, who were some of the guys that you were really impressed with this year?
Yeah, it's really proud of this team. They should hold their heads really high. They had a fantastic year, and I mean, it's too bad. Like, I'm really frustrated that it ended like that with the bad calls, because I really don't think I would have been such in a negative attitude right now. I would have been really praising this team to answer that question. And, Johnny Cueto looked great. Gosman stepped it up. Logan Webb had some great moments. Tyler Anderson, where did he come from? Just talking about the rotation. Drew Smiley pitched great all year. And then in the bullpen, Caleb Berger, we talked about Harlan Garcia. He was awesome. Tony Watson was awesome. Coonrod was throwing the ball 100 miles an hour. Tyler Rogers, Selman, I mean, there's really nobody that was bad. Trevor Cahill came in and started. Wandy Peralta, I mean, we can go on and on and on, this team. And then offensively, we already know we had multiple guys that, who's the MVP of the Giants? Brandon Belt, Wilmer Flores, Donna Solano hitting 330. Brandon Crawford had a great year. I mean, it just Dickerson, Yaz. I mean, man, this team, too many to name. What a fantastic team. I really wish we could have gotten into the playoffs. I can't imagine what this team could have done in October. I really feel like this was a great team. Obviously, the Padres were a team that we did not match up with well. Didn't work out. But, yeah, I'm so proud of this team and this entire roster. They were absolutely fantastic. Too bad that we didn't get to see the true results of that game because of that terrible umpire. I'm not saying we would have won the game. And, in fact, I'll say we might not have. Probably not. But you know what? We'll never know what those 4 at-bats, how those would have panned out if we didn't get screwed. So perfectly happy. This team is awesome. 2020 Giants, I'm really proud of this team. I'm not mad at all at the Giants.
Yeah, I love it. And yeah, just an incredible year and so much thrill and excitement. And yeah, exceeding expectations, and, no one expected us to be in it right here at the very end. And yeah, it's just, with the the way, to have the season come to an end like that so abruptly, and I mean, four at bats that again, we'll never know what could have happened there, but so we're so happy with how we had a lot of fun this year, but it's just tough because you're right. I think the Giants team had the potential to, I think, make a deep run in potentially in the playoffs, because I felt like we would be able to hold our own against some of these good teams, and I felt like it was going to be some really competitive playoff series. And I was really looking forward to seeing that matchup with the Dodgers. And it's just so unfortunate that we're not going to get to see that this year. And so we are going to have to move on from this, and it's tough, but I'm like you said, it's tough. We're coming in here that feeling what a great season, but with the way it ended, it's an unfortunate ending. And but what's great about the Giants is they bounce back, they're resilient, and I know the players right now are they're gonna they're gonna feel it today and for some time. But then we're just gonna have to get right back to work and start preparing on next season. And kind of similar to the 49ers, the same. We lose the Super Bowl, and same kind of feeling. You feel a lot of emotions, and you feel like should have been us. But then you got to pick yourself up, and so I'm confident the Giants we're going to be right back there next season, ready to go, and excited to get this thing back up and running again next year. So really looking forward to it. Let's see, going to get to some more comments. Bottom line, we overachieved. They were fun to watch, and they never gave up. Proud of our Giants, says Zendava. Absolutely, and I love it. I couldn't be more proud of how they played this year, and giving us the thrill and excitement in a season that so many people said we weren't going to do anything. People said we couldn't win 20 games. And, this team, we won 29 games. We go 29-31. And, a 500 record would have got us in the playoffs. And, like we've said, all year we have been saying if we can be 500, we'll get into the playoffs. And so what a fun year it was. Just a frustrating way for it to come to an end. But, you hold your head held up high, and just proud of this group, and proud of how they fought all year, and giving us so much excitement. So many games were fun this year. We were in so many games. There weren't a lot of moments that you turned your TV off and you stopped watching the game. They kept you watching. They kept you on the edge of your seat. They kept you having the faith. All the way till the end, and many amazing comebacks. So what a year. We'll be back next year, friends. Look out for the Giants next year. Absolutely. I cannot wait to see how this group is going to respond to this. And I think, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So Giants are going to be ready to come back next year and bounce back, and just cannot wait. Zendava says, hope we hang on to Gosman. I'm right there with you. I would love to see them bring him back. I felt like he did a pretty good here. And, especially with the strikeout stuff, he was amazing. The filthy split. So, what do you think, Eric? Would you like to see Gosman come back?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to have Gosman with this splitter. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like to get as many people back as we can. Remember, we have a whole spring training next year where we can, if somebody's no good, we can either send him to AAA or let him go. So we don't have to, unless he wants some crazy contract. I think that we should bring as many of these guys back as we can. I can't think of anyone, who I don't want back. Samardzija was already DFA'd. Obviously, Pence retired. So pretty much everyone who is on this roster, I would love to have back.
Yeah, I love it. And you're right. That's what's awesome about how this team performed. Everybody played so well. And so, you just can't wait to see everybody come back. And they're only going to get better. No. I think we glitched out there, but yeah, they're only going to have more seasoning under their belt. And so, yeah, it's going to be so awesome. And let's see, going to get to some more comments here. So again, welcome everyone. So glad to have you guys here. Let's see. Is it weird only having 60 games? It was added tension that we normally don't have. Yeah, it was kind of different this year because yeah, right there within 10 games of the season this year, it's already a sixth of the way through. And so yeah, almost every game this year you kind of felt every game had so much more meaning to it than in 162. So yeah, I agree. I feel like it did add a lot of tension and torture as we know it. We love the torture, good or bad. We go through it all. Let's see, Cali Crypto, welcome to the show. Will there be any live streams for the postseason? So yeah, that is a great question and something I thinking about. And yeah, Eric, I think what would you think we could do live streams? I think definitely for sure, like the championship series and the World Series, we can do some post-game streams. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll figure something out. I don't know, follow maybe the NL West. But definitely we'll do some pre and post. I'll do some on my channel, be some here, I'm sure, and we'll do some collaborations. But now we don't have anything planned right now because we were hoping for an Orange October. But we will definitely be we'll be putting videos out, and definitely we'll be keeping everyone updated and giving our thoughts on all of the games throughout the postseason and all the series, and hopefully maybe the World Series we can do maybe a play-by-play or something, and maybe we'll get a lot. I mean, today's my play-by-play today did really well, so yeah, you never know. We're definitely going to try.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. And yeah, I think it'll be great. So yeah, guys, definitely make sure to have that, notification bell turned on if you don't already. Really appreciate it. So then you can know when we're going live with those streams or, play by play. So yeah, absolutely awesome. And so yeah, we'll keep you guys in the loop. And, again, wish we were still going to be playing. And, I had so much excitement in thinking about the possibilities. But yeah, now we're just going to have to be patient and wait till next year. But yeah, we'll get there. So it's going to be fun. We'll enjoy the postseason, and we love baseball. I did like Dubon. He is a good young player that I really think has a future. Absolutely agree with you, Zendava. And yeah, Dubon really impressed me this year. I was impressed with him the limited amount of time he played last year when we got him at the trade deadline. So yeah, I think he did phenomenal, and he learned how to play center field. He had never played the outfield, I think, in his career till this year. So, he really took on, a lot of work in spring training to learn center field and learn the outfield. And then you saw him towards the end of the year really pick it up with the bat. He came up in big moments and hit, a lot of big home runs. So, yeah, Dubon, really a great year. Giants go and pick up some pitching in the offseason. Yeah, that would be great. Getting some, starting pitching if we'll see what maybe Bauer or getting some bullpen help, closer potentially. And let's see, got Sports Our Best in the house. Welcome to the show. One of those beat LA chants. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was hoping this was going to be, the first time in my lifetime to see Giants and Dodgers playoff matchup. I'm not sure when the last time that was. I want to say 1962, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong there. I believe we played him that year in the playoffs, but I don't think it gets any more exciting than Giants and Dodgers in the playoffs. I mean, that's something I'm dreaming of my whole life, and thought this was the year. But I think we'll see it. I think we'll see it pretty soon because Giants Dodgers are always back and forth with each other, and so let's see. All is not lost. 49ers still showed they are a contender despite the injuries. Absolutely. I was super pumped with the win today, and I thought we played so well, with our backups, and we showed just how tremendous the 49ers depth is. So it was a great win. And guys, check out my post game. Did a quick one on it, the game today. As it was during the Giants game, But yeah, awesome win for the 49ers, and I'm beyond pumped, and we're making a run back to the Super Bowl this year. So let's see. Victor says the Giants offense was raw as F this year. Absolutely. They were just tremendous up and down, getting on base, drawing walks, hitting with 2 strikes, runners in scoring position, even hitting home runs. We've never seen a Giants team with the ability, to hit home runs, and they did that this year. And today, too, you saw Dubon go to right field for an opposite field home run. That was really impressive. And then Flores as well goes to right field. So, yeah, I mean, I'm loving seeing the at-bats from this Giants team. It's just amazing. How much cap do we have? Because we pay $29 million we could have paid $29 million for Stanton. Yeah, I feel like we definitely are going to be having a lot of cap space because, you got we let Samardzija go. Now his contract is up. And obviously the Melanson deal, I think that we've already completely paid all the money from that. And so there is some cap space coming off the books as some of these signings that, were kind of already in place. Cueto, I think he has not sure how many more years on his deal. But yeah, it's going to be, we're going to have some money to go out and make a big splash in free agency. Now, whether that happens this offseason or, in the 2021 after next year. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, Erica, what are you thinking? Do you think do you see the Giants making a big splash in this offseason?
Not a huge splash, but they're definitely, maybe we'll get somebody better than we think because obviously with all the teams having their financial problems with no fans this year, who knows, maybe we'll be able to get somebody because I don't know, how much teams are going to be willing to pay or how. You got to wait to see how this offseason goes, but there's going to be, I think the Phillies catcher, Real Muto might be. I mean, there's some free agents out there that are, not Stanton level free agents or, Judge or Trout type, not like that, but yeah, like a George Springer, someone like that, Marcus Semien, something of that nature, like the, second tier right up here, we might be able to snag one of those guys, and that could be just huge for us, or like a closer like Liam Hendricks, I've heard mentioned, something like that.
Wow, yeah, you're right. If we can get you like a second tier free agent, yeah, I think it would be huge because this team, I think doesn't need that much more to again be a top contender next year. And so, yeah, if you get a couple, like second tier free agents, you add to this group that, perform so well. And yeah, again, we'll never know. This group could have went very deep in the playoffs. So it is going to be awesome to see, who we get in. Hendricks, I think, he was with the A's, right? Their closer.
Yeah, with the A's, yeah.
So he's his deal is going to be up, right, at the end of this year?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless they sign an extension, he's available. Blake Tryon from the Dodgers could be a closer. That guy, Alex Colomé. There's a bunch of dudes. I just don't know how the offseason is going to work this year. With like I said, and I have no idea. It's an offseason like no other because of no fans this year. So we don't know how much they're going to be willing to spend. We don't know how the agents are going to be like. No, we need more money. So it might be a real quiet, off season, and everyone starts signing their spring training, like not the last one, but the year before that.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I kind of forgot about that with the fan revenue because, so I feel like teams won't have as much to spend, or they might be reluctant to spend big in this free agent market. And so, yeah, that'll be something to watch closely here. And so let's see, Travis and Eric are both getting good at these live streams despite technical difficulties. You're both becoming very comfortable doing this, very enjoyable. Appreciate that, Zendava. Yeah, practice makes perfect. And so yeah, I'm learning with my first year doing live streams, and I'm sure with you, Erica, getting better every time we do it. And yeah, I've just enjoyed being able to talk Giants baseball with you all year and with everyone in the chat. You guys are the greatest baseball community here on YouTube, and just love it. And yeah, we're gonna keep growing this community, and it has just been awesome. So appreciate everyone, and yeah, I love it big time. Yaz needs an extension. Make that happen. Management. Yeah, I think we were talking yesterday about Yaz. I'm not sure how many like club control years that Yaz still has with the Giants. So I'm not sure when technically he'll be a free agent. But if he is, in the next couple of years, I could definitely see the Giants giving him, an extension, and, definitely well deserved. And yeah, what a year for Yaz. Just doing so spectacular. Let's see, Ken Giles. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Ken Giles, that's a reliever, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ken Giles is a closer. Yeah, he's freaking sick with the Blue Jays at some point. He's still with the Blue Jays, yeah.
Yeah, I was I thought I recognized the name. So yeah, I was thinking, yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of names that we could go to in the closer market. And so yeah, I'm excited when we get to that point, to see who we get to see. John Gray and Chris Archer likely to be non-tendered and could be low risk, high reward options. Yeah, those would be tremendous. Archer, I remember with the Rays, what I mean? He was great there. And yeah, I think he got close to winning the Cy Young, I think. And John Gray, if I'm not mistaken, I believe was with the Rockies, and, he's looked really good. So correct me if I'm wrong if he was with the Rockies, but yeah, those are some great starters. And, we mentioned Bauer as well, also could be a name. So yeah, it's going to be exciting, when we get to that point, because yeah, this Giants team, we have a great team on our hands. And, I mean, yeah, you compare how we're feeling, now compared to a year ago, we're in a better situation now, with the development of our players and just everyone with how they're producing. So yeah, I just love how we've been able to kind of turn things around here. And so it's been awesome. There are so many great pitchers we can get this off season. They should go and sign some for the bullpen, like a closer and some relievers. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to be looking to, improve the pitching big time. Because, yeah, I think offensively, this team is spectacular. And, really, because, yeah, it wouldn't make sense for this team to spend big in offensively, because we have so many guys in the lineup that are doing so well that, yeah, if you sign someone big, then you got to take someone out. And I feel like they're even now, your guys are trying to push their way to get more at bats. So it's, we have basically a good problem on our hands offensively. And yeah, I feel like that could help us in the sense that, we can zero in on, focusing on the pitching and trying to get starters or relievers. But yeah, Eric, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the Giants, I don't think they'll go too big offensively. But yeah, what do you think in the offseason on that front?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's going to be an interesting offseason. But like I said, I think pitching feels like the priority, because it feels like our offense was just firing on all cylinders. But that doesn't mean of course, we can always use help if they can find someone, whether it's George Springer or anybody who's out there, if they're willing to sign and it's a good contract. Hey, upgrades are upgrades. We can always use more players. Besides, there's going to be injuries, and there's going to be underperformance, and you just never know what's going to happen. So stockpile as many good players as we can. But if there's a focus for me, it's definitely pitching, starting pitching, and bullpen. That's where the focus should be. If we're going to, if it's between Trevor Bauer is interested and George Springer, we can only afford one. I go with Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And yeah, if it's between one or the other guy there, you got to go with Bauer, because, yeah, that's what we need. And so, yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen this offseason. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, guys, we're winding down the show. Wanted to go a little bit over, as, we're recapping kind of the whole season as a whole here on today's post game. So again, thank you everyone checking into the show. Now, I feel like to end the season, instead of doing our picks of the game, I feel like we should go with our MVPs of the season for the Giants. So let us know in the comment section who your guys' MVP is for the Giants this year. And yeah, I'm going to start with you, Eric. Who do you got for this year's MVP?
The cool thing about that question is there's so many answers. It's not like an obvious choice. Obviously, coming to mind is Yaz, because people were talking about him as a potential NL MVP, but that's not even the only choice. Dickerson was awesome. Austin Slater had a great year. He got screwed today, but he had a great year. I don't blame that on him at all. He had a great eye today. I mean, he was taking balls and didn't go his way today, but obviously he was awesome. Dubon was great. So many guys, but who I got to go with, and it's the guy who I've been praising him since day one. He never gets any respect. People are like, what's going on? How is he doing this? Maybe because he's just awesome, and that's Donovan Solano. I'm taking Donnie Barrel's 326 batting average this season, 330 batting average last season, 330 batting average the season before in AAA. This dude is a 330 hitter, and he is freaking awesome. Donnie Barrels is the man. He had a great year, game-winning home run to go along with his 29 RBI, 326, 365 on base, 828 OPS. I'm taking Donovan Solano.
I love it, man. What a fabulous pick. And yeah, he was just so tremendous and just so amazing to watch out there. Yeah, he almost looked non-human at times in video game, because he was just automatic, line drive after line drive. And yeah, I think he's hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position with the Giants, going back to 2019. And yeah, you're right. I remember that home run, one of the most exciting games of the year. That was against the Dodgers. We came back, and then, Solano walks it off against the Dodgers. What a thrilling game that was. And we had so many great moments. And so, yeah, Solano, tremendous pick. And so, yeah, I agree with you. That's was so amazing about this Giants team is so many guys that, you can give the MVP to. I mean, it was just so awesome what we saw this year. And, all the names you mentioned, Dickerson, Longoria, Crawford, Belt, Yastrzemski, Solano. I mean, just tremendous seasons. And so, yeah, I cannot wait to see what everyone's going to do in 2021. And for me, I'm going to take Brandon Belt. And for Belt, he was just insanely red hot towards the last stretch of the season. So it was absolutely, tremendous for Belt. And, I loved it. Hit over 300. His on-base percentage was amazing. Got, I think, 10 home runs, had 30 plus RBIs. So Belt, we didn't know how he was going to do coming into this year. And, he was amazing. And so he's my MVP for this year's Giants team. But yeah, so many guys, that had tremendous seasons. And, that's what I loved about watching this Giants team. So yeah, I'm going to get to some more comments to see who you guys got there. So Darren Chin says, yes, for MVP. Absolutely love it. Yastrzemski was so tremendous. Let's see, Belt in a close second. Yeah, no matter what can go wrong with any of these guys here. They just really stepped it up for the Giants. Cali Crypto says Yaz and Gosman. Yeah, Yaz, Gosman is a sneaky MVP pick because he was tremendous. And, we didn't know how he was going to do. You sign him on a veteran contract for 1 year deal. And yeah, you kind of just see, what happens. And so, well, as much as I hate to see it, guess it's back to real life. Got to work tomorrow. Yeah, that's the thing right now is, with the season, now coming to an end. I mean, we still have playoff baseball, but yeah, it's back to reality now. And yeah, we're going to hang in there. Just take it one day at a time. And we got this. And, cannot wait to have Giants baseball back in 2021. It's going to be amazing. Thomas says Belt had a great defensive year as well. That is right. And yeah, Belt just doing it defensively there at first base. Gold glove defender. So love it. And Jaden says Rob Drakeman ruined our season. Yeah, we couldn't get to the end of the show without mentioning his name again, as we know. Just a tough day all around here. But, we're gonna be we're gonna have to shake this off. It's just horrible that the the integrity of the season and a baseball game, what we saw today. So that, again, like we were saying earlier, umpires need to be held more accountable for, their bad calls, because, they're affecting a lot of people's lives. When we're talking, like we said, players that get sent down in the minor leagues, so it's just horrible when something like this happens. And, today it did. And yeah, all I can say is I hope Rob Drake learns from this and doesn't make the mistake again, for the sake of other teams having to, go through what we went through. Hope everyone has a great week. I'll see you all on the next live stream when we can talk about the greatest game ever. Absolutely. Baseball is the greatest game ever. Now, everyone has their own opinion. And that's what I love about sports is, we all love sports, but some of us are just drawn to specific sports more than others. And yeah, for me, I love baseball, football, basketball, but baseball is my favorite, and it's what I played growing up, and it's what I love more than anything. And yeah, it's what I would watch above anything else. So yeah, let's see. Straight off the dome says Smiley pitched well. Wish he wouldn't wear Kane's number 18. Yeah, it's a bit weird seeing him wear the 18. But Kane, as we know, didn't retire his number, but I think Smiley's a great guy to wear it. He's been pitching well and doing really great. So I love Matt Cain, a forever Giant, and yeah, I got Kane's autograph back in 2011. It was amazing. Got him to sign my Kane jersey. So yeah, I'll never forget that. Love Matt Cain. Who do you guys think will win the World Series? So yeah, we again, guys, winding down the show. Appreciate everyone checking in. And so yeah, great question here. So yeah, Eric, we talked about your predictions with the Reds and Yankees. So I think that's a great prediction, and we'll see what the Reds can do. So yeah, for my World Series prediction, right now I don't got the list of teams, right in front of me, and so kind of off the top of my head, what I will say, I'm gonna go with the Padres. I'll say Padres right now. Again, I might change that opinion right now before I do my predictions, but yeah, right now I think they got what it takes to potentially surprise the Dodgers, and if they meet up, and it might be Padres and Yankees, and that'll be a rematch of the 1998 World Series. So yeah, I think that'll be fun, and I'll give it to the Padres. So we'll just go out and say that they'll take it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, you guys, to hear your predictions. Who's gonna win it? So Giants forever, baby. That is absolutely right. And so without further ado, we're going to wind down this post-game show. And yeah, want to thank each and every one of you guys. Appreciate all of you. What an amazing year to talk Giants baseball and to hang out with you guys. So fortunate and blessed. Just had such a great time, and can't wait for more post-games next year. It's going to be awesome. And so, yeah, thank you, everyone. Great season. We had a lot of highs and a lot of lows. And, you guys were right there with us for every moment. And, as diehard fans, that's what we love to do. As we know, we pick up the stranglers. I guarantee you, if we would have got in, we would have had some bandwagoners come on in. But, hey, we would have welcomed them. They're representing, supporting, but doesn't get any better than when you are right there following the regular season games and everything through thick and thin. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. Great season. And there's going to be many more exciting post games in the future with you guys. So appreciate you all. Got Jaden Cunningham in the house. So Erica, before we end the show, any last thoughts on the season and everything?
Great season. Nobody thought we had a chance, and then we stuck in it all the way. The sad thing is we were in a playoff spot for several days here at the end and just let it slip away. Combination of things, but at the end of the day, we can't point fingers forever. Guys, check out my rant video tomorrow. Definitely, there's a problem in Major League Baseball, and it's not just yesterday. I mean, not just this game. There's definitely a problem with these umpires, but we can't blame it all on him. It was a great season. It didn't work out this year. No problem. We're coming back next year strong. We're going to be having a great offseason. Remember, this wasn't even supposed to be a World Championship year for us, and we still almost got in those playoffs. Next year's going to be absolutely huge. We're going to have a much better team. Joey Bart's going to come into his own. Posey's going to be back. We're going to pick up some help as well. Yaz is going to be, all these guys are going to be back and even better. So next year, it's going to be a big time for us. 2021, we're going to actually take it in an odd year and going to win it all next season.
I love it. That's how you do it, making the big prediction. And that's a great one because, this team, they could have been on the verge of making a deep run this year. But you know what? They're going to do it in 2021. We're going to get Bart his first ring, and we're going to get so many of these guys a World Series ring next year. It is going to be awesome to see all of these guys continue to get better, and I cannot wait. What a year, guys. Exceeded expectations. It was a lot of fun, and it's going to be even better when we're talking postseason, when we're clinching. We got to stop the Dodgers from clinching the division. 8 years in a row now. I mean, thank goodness we've beat them with the World Series titles because, we got to stop that. Next year, the streak is ending. Giants are going to take the West in 2021. So appreciate you all. It was a great season, great year. Going to miss these daily game streams. Absolutely. And we're going to be keeping the content coming and going to be doing some streams possibly here in the playoffs. So definitely get that notification bell turned on. You guys appreciate the support. iPoon Cake and everyone. So thank you, guys. It was a tremendous year and honor to be hanging out with you all, and I enjoyed so much of it. Have a great week, everyone. Hopeful for next year, Cali Crypto says. That is right, guys. We're going to end the note on a positive note, and can't wait to see that rant from Eric tomorrow. It is going to get our blood boiling, and, in a good way, because we got to address this important issue, and this can't be continuing to happen. And like you said, it's not just this game, it's around baseball. We can't, the integrity of the game has got to be held up. So can't wait. And we'll see you guys again. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Take care and enjoy the play.